Hello everyone, this is Teacher Raya and this is our third video in our math class. In this video, we will be doing word problems. I will be giving you examples and then I will let you do the activities in your book later on. We have your three first examples that supposedly you have to do this with your partner at school, but since we are not yet back to school, we will be doing this through this video and we will be answering this before you answer the activity in your book. Okay, now the first problem. There are 350 men, 280 women, 170 boys, and 200 girls at a concert. What percentage of the audience are females? So let's understand the problem here. We are asked about the percentage of the audience that are females. So let's identify first. We have here 280 women and 200 girls. Your 330 men does not belong here, also the 170 boys. So that means, how do we solve for this? So we have to add 280 women and 200 girls over the total of people at a concert. So we have, our denominator will be 350, that's the men, plus 280, plus 170, plus 200 girls. So if you add them all, that will be your denominator. Now your numerator will be equal to 480, that's 280 women plus 200 girls. Over, that will be your denominator when you add all the people here, 350 plus 280 plus 170 plus 200, that will give you 1,000. Then this will be multiplied by 100%. Now we can cancel the two zeros first. You are left with over 10, 480 over 10. Then these are also divisible by 10, though that is equal to 48%. That means that 48% of the audience are females. That's the answer in our problem number 1. Problem number 2. 700 students took part in a walkathon. 45% of them were girls. How many boys took part in the walkathon? Now to understand this problem, let's make sure that you understand the question. In problem number 1, you are asked about what percentage. In problem number 2, you are asked about how many boys. Okay, not the percentage because the percentage is already given, which is 45%. Since there are 45% girls, you are asked about boys, you have to first subtract 100% minus 45% and that will give you 55%. This is the percentage of the boys. But you are not asked about the percentage, right? You have to solve how many boys took part in the walkathon. So if we want to solve for the 55% of 700, we have to change your 55% to fraction and that will give you 55 hundredths times 700. Now let's do the cancellation. You are left with 7 times 55. 7 times 55 is equal to 385. And that will give us the answer that 385 boys took part in the walkathon. Problem number 3. Chai bought a packet of beads for 120 baht. He then sold it and got a profit of 5%. How much did he sell the packet of beads? So this problem here involves profit. Okay, so other problems may include loss or discount. So when you say profit, it is the amount that you add to your expenses if you sell something, or it is the amount that you earn. Okay, so here he sold it at a profit of 5%. So 5% is the amount that he earns. So how much is it? That's not the question actually. You have to add the 5% to the amount of the beads. Okay, so that's 120 baht plus 5%. Before we solve, to answer the question, you have first to know what is 5% of 120 baht. So 5% of 120 baht is equal to 5 hundredths times 120 baht. So 5% of 120 will give us 6 baht. And this is not your answer yet. You have to add this 5% to the amount, which is 120 baht, and that will give us 126 baht. That means the answer to our question is not 6 but 126 baht. Okay? So you have here more examples. This is page 99 of your book. We will be answering A and B and also letter I of this page. Okay, I'll be giving you examples before you answer the remaining activities. So letter A, Mrs. Tan sells 3 pineapples for 60 baht. If Mrs. Tan sells 390 pineapples, how much money will she earn from selling the pineapples? So let's understand the problem. We first need to know how much each pineapple cost. So we have here the keyword, which is 60 baht for 3 pineapples. So that means 1 pineapple costs 60 thirds. Okay, and then after this, we have to multiply it by 390 because we are looking for the amount of 390 pineapples. So if we solve 60 thirds, that will give us 20. So that means each pineapple costs 20, or each pineapple costs 20 baht. Multiplied by 390, we will get 7,800 baht. That means 390 pineapples cost 7,800 baht. If you will write your answer in a complete sentence, she will earn 7,800 baht from selling 390 pineapples. Problem letter B. A dozen of red pens cost 150 baht. If Siti buys 3 pens, how much will she have to pay? Okay, let's try to understand the problem. A dozen means 12 pieces. Okay, so that means in this problem, 12 pieces of red pens cost 150 baht. But Siti bought or buys only 3 pens. So how much does she have to pay? So first, we have to know how much one piece or a piece of pen costs. So what will we do? 150 divided by 12 times 3. That will be our number sentence. So 150 divided by 12, we can cancel. We can do cancellation here. 12 and 3, both are divisible by 3. Our 3 will be 1 because 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 150 and 4 are both divisible by 2. So 4 divided by 2 will give us 2, and 150 divided by 2 will give us 75. 75 halves is equal to 37.5 or 37.50 baht. So that means for 3 pence, she has to pay 37.50 baht. Again, 37.50 baht. So the last problem that we will solve is letter I. Samsak bought a refrigerator for 2,500 baht. He sold it at a loss of 5%. What was the price of the refrigerator that Samsak sold? On our problem before, we have the word profit. Okay, this time we have here the word loss, or sometimes we have that as discount. So loss means we have to subtract that percentage from the amount, original amount of the object. So here the refrigerator is 2,500 baht. To solve this, we have to subtract the 5% from 2,500. So before that, we have first to solve what is 5% of 2,500. So 5% is equal to 500 times 2,500. Do the cancellation, the 2 zeros. That will give us 5 times 25. And that is equal to 125. So you have to subtract this because 125 is the 5% of 2,500. So 2,500 minus 125 will give us 2,375 baht. That means that Samsak sold the refrigerator for 2,375 baht. Now for your activity, I want you to answer letters C to H. Again, please answer word problems from letter C to letter H. And then we will check your answers tomorrow in our online class. So see you tomorrow. Goodbye.